Yeah, hit our recording here. All right, we're starting to come in now. And everybody, can anybody be a co-host to let people in? Anybody available to do that?
Yep.
Okay, Pam, thank you. Good. Again, welcome everybody, welcome. We'll get started here in about 2 minutes. And again, if you have some mentees, mentees, people on your team, your group, some agents that you're talking to, guys, send a text out, let them reminder. We also got the a little graphic flyer too that you can send them to that has the URL in it. All they have to do is go to FridayMastermind.com, plug that in, and then boom, you're in. Good. All right, guys, we'll get started in about 2 minutes. But in the meantime, guys, we always kick it off. You know, we had an attitude of gratitude. You know, what's some things that you're grateful for? What are you grateful for on this beautiful Friday morning? What is it, July 8th? Anything that you're grateful for?
Good morning, everybody.
Hey,
I'm grateful, first of all, just to be on the wake up rolls this morning. Grateful that I slept really good last night and I was able to get up this morning and go work out again. All right. So, you know, I told you guys several weeks ago, I had started back working out. Well, I went for 2 weeks and then all my body just, you know, froze up and swole up and I couldn't go. And so I had to back away, but I'm back. I'm, you know, doing the right things and I'm having great results. And it's people don't realize, you know, it is very, very, it's a blessing to be able to get up without pain, to walk without pain, just, you know, having the activity of your limbs. And I'm grateful to be able to do that, you know, take care of my temple, you know, better than I had been taking care of it. And I'm thankful for you all because I've gotten lots of encouragement, and even in the business side, but in the personal side, Patrice fussed at me the other day because I went to the Brokers Open and I had a little heel on, and she was like, "I know you're not supposed to be wearing that." I was grateful for it, so I'm thankful for you guys and all the ways.
Patrice just popped in too. Patrice,
yeah, she just popped in. Yeah, she got me. But it's awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right. Patrice, Pam was talking about you. You had to get on her wearing them heels.
Oh, yeah. I hope you have your knee brace on.
And of course, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
She is a physical therapist. Y'all know she's a realtor, but a physical therapist.
Yes. Woo.
Yes.
Out here getting my walk on.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Good. All right, that's great. Thank you, Pam, for sharing that. That's awesome. All right. Anybody else? What you grateful for this morning?
This morning, I'm grateful, as Pam said, being on the wake up list. And I'm grateful because today is my mother's birthday. She's 77, I'm thinking. Close.
Awesome.
Wow,
Happy birthday to your mom.
Thank you. So get to celebrate my dad. Matter of fact, he said, you know, we're gonna meet today, and he bought a cake for her. And my dad, he's like the traditional, he's that dad that normally he don't do a whole lot for my mom's birthday. It's just like he got like, okay, it come and go. But this time he trying to go all out, and I just thought it was a good thing. And so
that's awesome.
All my family gonna take her out today to eat and stuff like that. So just grateful to have my parents still here with me.
Hey man, that's a blessing.
That's
Tim.
a blessing.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to be like Tim. Tim took his whole family on vacation a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Oh, that's roll.
Bryson do that every week.
We had and he carried he pulled a Maserati behind him, you know. Yeah, that's awesome too.
So
that's
good.
A blessing. Yeah. I love the way your family made y'all go on, you know, vacations. They these little getaways. That's awesome. That's a blessing.
Yeah,
It seems like every week, every 2 weeks, man, they somewhere. They post it
Gotta
up.
Tim, I didn't even know about that last place y'all went. You had me added to my list. I'm happy to go there.
Pam,
We
that
were in
wasn't the
Orlando
last.
the
That wasn't
same
the last
time.
place.
Oh, the trip
That wasn't
before
the last
last.
place
I'm
you went.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trip before last. I can't keep up with Tim.
with the horses, the wild ponies.
Yes.
Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's nice, beautiful out there.
All right. Good. Well, I'm grateful. I'm celebrating my daughter's birthday today. My oldest daughter's birthday is today, Tim.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's turning 30 today. So man,
Oh, wow.
yeah, I got a 30-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah. So she's
Hello.
doing good things. So we're excited. We'll be celebrating her later on today somewhere.
Hey, I was celebrating your daughter yesterday. Was in emergency. What was she doing? She watched the liver transplant. Hey,
No, so
No, that was a throwback.
yeah, that was a throwback. We posted that 4 years ago on the
Really?
exact same day. She was
okay.
she was doing some internship. That was 4 years ago, and it was on the same day. July 5th was her first day in medical school. How ironic that was, 4 years ago on the same day. She was in
Now she about to be a
surgery.
medical doctor.
Now she's about to be a doctor.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it was pretty amazing.
That's right.
Yeah. So grateful for that too. Daughter started medical school this week. So
Yes.
God is good.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Rod.
You're gonna have your own in-house doctor.
Yes. So she's
Yes.
down there with y'all, Natasha. So when she get a chance to link y'all up.
Hey, anytime.
Awesome.
I'm
Yeah.
always in that area for one reason or the other.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, that was actually my first. Morehouse School of Medicine was one of my first job while I was in college.
Really? Oh wow.
I work as an administrator there.
Okay.
And then my spiritual daughter graduated with her master's there. So
Nice. Oh wow.
yeah, I'm always in that area.
Good.
But I am grateful for this morning. Safety, first of all, because my daughter made it to regionals for track again.
Woo!
And,
Congratulations.
we drove to Charlotte yesterday after my closing, and
Congratulations, man.
Yes.
yeah.
Congratulations.
So with my closing yesterday, I officially capped again.
Ooh.
Two
Um,
more.
Woo!
Congratulations. Fire.
Thank you. So I capped in 3 months, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that.
Yes. Okay.
Congratulations.
Icon is done.
Congratulations.
I am icon loading. I will be
There you
running.
go.
I'm on my icon run. By the end of this year, I will be an icon agent. So
Amen.
I'm
Wow.
super excited
Claim
about
it.
that.
3 months, y'all. Capped in 3 months
Yes.
in Georgia.
My goal was to cap in 2 months, but it didn't work. So,
Yeah. Compressing time frames. Y'all see that?
Yes.
She compressed it like, hey, I want to do it in 2 months. Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
So I'm super excited about that. I am and my listing. Hey, I'm waiting on an offer on my listing. I have not had any offers on it, but the market has softened, but I'm optimistic. I was a little bit down about it yesterday, but I was like, you know what? It's gonna happen this weekend.
Amen.
I'm thankful in advance for the offers that are coming in.
That's it. That's the right place to be.
Yeah.
Natasha, I'm gonna come back to you in a little bit. I want to hear more about your mindset and what shifted. You're 2 years in the business, and you're almost probably close to that 6-figure mark. So I'm gonna hit icon. So I know you're gonna be over 200,000 in this year. So we'll come back. Anybody else? What are you grateful for this morning?
I am grateful for waking up in Panama this morning on the beach.
Amen.
It's 7 o'clock here, so it's still a little early.
Are you down there with Black EXP?
Yes.
Network?
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Good.
Yes. Grateful for the opportunity. Today, we're going out to look at some investment properties. I've been saying that I was going to purchase something internationally and become an expat or expat. I don't know how they say it, but I'm going to be one
Expat.
Yeah.
Go on.
Awesome.
in 3 years when I retire. So I have that opportunity, my first opportunity to truly meet with developers, bank owners here that look like us.
Wow.
So I'm excited about that today. So I'm just grateful to be here, grateful to be alive, grateful to be connected to the dream team. You know, I love you guys. I missed you guys. I haven't been on the call in a while. It's been a lot going on. But I just wanted to jump on today to make sure I had the opportunity to just feel you guys, the inspiration, the energy. And as soon as I logged on, I start hearing everybody saying what they're grateful for. And so I love it. I love you guys.
Oh man. All
Yeah,
right.
we-
Awesome. Tell
we
everybody
miss
we're
you.
saying hello
Thank you.
down. Be careful, be safe, enjoy.
Yes, we'll do.
Mhm.
We've been having a
Panama.
great time.
That's nice.
Mhm.
That's nice. Yep. Good. Tell Fee I
Hey.
said hello.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for Brandy this morning. She's going to do an open house at one of my listings tomorrow, and that is a big help to me.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Anybody else, guys? What you grateful for? Okay. Well, let's hear a few quick wins, guys, and then we're gonna shift gears here into our mastermind. So about 2 minutes. Let's hear some wins real quick. What's some wins going good in your business or in your life? What's good? Any closings this week? New clients?
I had a closing on Wednesday,
Woo!
so I already did that.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Still look, amping up my lead gen and had several conversations yesterday. Also had a listing presentation this week, and I'm claiming that I'm gonna get that listing.
That's right. You got it.
That's right.
And you got it.
It's
I'm gonna
done.
be ready to sign the contract.
That's right. Yeah.
Mhm. And I'm getting some traction on my listing in Maryland. I'm expecting an offer. So we're just kind of working out the details.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've been getting traction on 2 of my listings, and I did a price reduction on one. I think I'm gonna do another price reduction this weekend and get those working. I got a buyer that I just up in matter of fact, they start out in like the 600s, now they're in the million. how they go from
Wow.
that? They wanted to downsize, but the
That's
house
awesome.
is
Problem to have.
So I was like, I don't know how y'all gonna fit this. You know what I'm saying? So they came back to reality. And so we were gonna put an offer on a place this week, but they decided just to look a little bit more. But soon as they could put an offer on something here in Fredericksburg, close to $1 million, then I'm putting their house on the market, which is gonna be about right around 800 up here in Triangle. So so been working with them this week trying to get that done. So gonna work with that. And I got some new constructions that 2 of them that one is about 3 months away. They getting up the framing, and then another one they cleared off the land and everything, and so they're working on that. So just good to see my buyers progress. They're taking pictures and things like that, progress on those new constructions. So yeah.
That's awesome, Tim. Lot of activity. That's awesome, Tim. You're killing it, brother.
Hey, my mentee, she's not on this morning. She's actually a part of the Dream Team as well. Becky is having a broker's open at 13500 Saratoga Springs Road in Noakesville today. It's actually listed at 1.545 million.
Woo!
So if anyone's
That is
available
nice.
today from 11 to 2, come on out and come check it out.
All right.
I'll post it in the Dream Team one more in the chat one more time.
Congratulations.
Awesome, Bryson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have to add my mentees, I've been picking up quite a few lately in Georgia, and they are active. They're coming in with listing transactions and closing them, really quickly. I had a mentee close last week. I have another mentee that I've been helping since I've been here in Panama with the listing. It's coming on the market. Actually, I think it's live now. So I'm just really excited and happy for them, and these are brand new agents, no experience. I'm just excited for them to come in and, kicking the doors down already, starting with activities. So I'm proud of them.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Man.
Oh, great.
I want to brag on Bryson a little bit. Hey, Bryson, hey, can I talk about what we talked about yesterday, or are you gonna hold off?
No, you more than welcome.
Okay, yeah. So Bryson yesterday, Bryson had some clients coming in, military family coming in from overseas, and Bryson closed on their house already back in May, and this first time they get into the States. And any of you have been military, like myself, military, traveled a lot of times. If you're traveling with your family, it's very, very stressful. You're going sometimes to a new place, new country, new city that you've never been before. And long story short, they got into country. First of all, they had some challenges getting out of country, going through customs and things, and then getting into country once they got here. Sometimes when you go from country to country, sometimes some of your things don't work, like credit cards and things like that, because you're in a different place. Sometimes your phones don't work when you go from overseas to here. So some things that we don't think about going from state to state, it's challenging and very stressful when you come from overseas. So they arrived here, contacted Bryson. Phones wasn't working right because SIM cards, credit cards not working. No, can't get a vehicle for transportation because credit cards not working. No place to go. Need to get to their new house. Stuck at Dulles Airport. Called Bryson to let him know just what was going on. And selfless service kicked in, and Bryson made a way to go out there and get a vehicle, go pick them up, take them to go get some stuff, Walmart or wherever. I let Bryson share that, to get what they needed to get them to their new house, to take care of them, because nobody, really to take care of them when they got in country. That's going beyond being just, a realtor, a transaction. That's really going
that is awesome. Yes, that's service.
And I'm not gonna steal our thunder, but just tell a little bit how that went yesterday, Bryson.
That is awesome.
Amazing.
That's beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, they got into the country, and the wife called me from someone's random person's phone that let them use the phone. They don't have any family in the area. They're PCSing to Fort Belvoir, and nothing was working. So when they called, I couldn't let them. What was I going to say? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. So there was nothing else I could. There was only one option. So, and I had the time, I had the opportunity, so I went and got them. I picked them up, took them to Target, right around the corner from their house. Kind of showed them the neighborhood, showed them the area as we were driving. Took the opportunity to kind of give them a tour, and then took them to Target to get SIM cards and the essentials they needed. And to top it off, they actually had their 2 cats with them, and all 8 bags were all lost.
Oh.
So they came in with just the backpacks and 2 cats.
Oh man.
So,
Wow. That's awful.
Yeah, so even though the transaction's over, the relationships don't end.
Yeah.
And and that's what we really have to pay attention to as real estate agents. We're owners of this business, but this business is bigger than just selling and buying homes.
Yeah.
So
Say that again.
Right then.
I really and I wasn't going to share that story because yes, it does feel good, but at the exact same time, I wasn't doing that for anyone but them.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm going to be blessed because of it, in due time or what have you. But that wasn't the reason. That wasn't my focus. My focus was making sure that they were okay as people first. And, their transaction, it wasn't easy. We put in about 5 or 6 different offers before we got one accepted. You know, it took us about 3 months to actually find the places that they liked. And, you know, for all that to happen and then to get here, no bags, no luggage at all, no car, no phone, no nothing. It was like, okay, what can you do to help someone today?
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome, Bryson.
Okay.
Wow. That's awesome.
That
Can we
is
give Bryson a
awesome,
hand for that? I mean,
Bryson.
that's pretty
That is
amazing.
awesome.
And
Yes.
for the new
Thank you.
people on the call, how long you been in the business, Bryson?
Almost
1
year.
year. 1 year
1 year.
last week. It was
That's what
1
I'm
year
talking
last week.
about.
Amazing.
That's some season.
That's how you do it.
And Bryson just capped too recently. So man, that's
Yes,
amazing.
he did.
Great job, Bryson. Great
That
job.
is
Great
awesome.
job, brother. That's awesome. Wow. And that's amazing. That's what we're all about, Dream Team. That's it right there. Wow. All right,
We
guys.
serve, we don't sell. We serve, we don't sell.
Yep.
Come on,
Yep.
That's right.
Oh man, that's awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna shift gears here. We're going to some training. Dream Team, I'm gonna tell y'all about a win I had on Monday, but on yesterday, but I'll tell you about it on Monday. But I had my first mediation, and I'm gonna treat it like a win because it was a learning experience because it's something, you know, what 16, 17 years in the business is my first mediation hearing. So, and we'll talk about it more, but just let you know, your sellers know that earnest money deposit is not guaranteed. You know, if a buyer defaults, there's a whole process. So I'll get into that another time, but I had my first mediation yesterday. Anybody ever did a mediation? Anybody else?
No.
Started one, but I didn't actually finish it. You remember the deal we had in Maryland?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna share my screens here. Get ready. Y'all fired up? Y'all excited? It's Friday.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Fun Friday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Friday, it's July. All right, let me pull up my screens here. Give me a second, guys. And we're going to think. If you got something the right way, guys, take some notes during this call because it's going to be kind of reflective. Some things that you need to kind of think about. A little reflective this morning. So can y'all see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, so, you know, we always talking about staying focused, especially to the end of this year. You know, we said, you know, mid-year last month, hey, we're halfway in. We want to finish this year out strong. We got to stay focused. But at the same time, we want to reflect a little bit. We want to reflect a little bit about where we are now in these past 6 months. Where has your focus been stolen? What's stealing your focus? You know, what is going to take for us to reclaim our schedule? Anybody besides me has gotten off their schedule a little bit?
Oh, no, I'm off my schedule too.
No, you are not the only
Get
one.
back. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do some self-examination. You know, where is your focus being stolen? Anybody off the bat think about things that's kind of stealing your focus away? You know, summertime.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah. Family, you know, celebrating.
Projects, vacation. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anything else, guys, that's stealing your focus away? Your focus from doing the main things. The main thing in this business is prospecting, lead generating, going on appointments, but primarily that prospecting, guys, because that's the lifeblood of our business, is getting new business development. We don't have a business if we don't have clients coming in. We just have a hobby if you don't have clients. Sign list agreements, buyer agreements and listing agreements, then what are we doing? So where's your focus being stolen? And, you know, what's it going to take for me? You know, you got to declare that you're reclaiming your schedule. Starting on Monday or starting today, reclaim your schedule. Have a schedule, time blocking. This is my time that I'm going to prospect. I'm going to lead generate. I'm going to follow up. Lead generate, prospecting, follow up. branding, marketing myself, getting my name out there, posting, getting leads coming in, calling, making those prospecting those leads, but do an examination, guys. Where is my focus being stolen? What's getting you off focus? Why can't you focus? What's getting you? What's distracting you? It could be good things. It could be positive things like classes. You're in learn mode. You feel like you need to learn everything. So it sounds like it's a good thing that, man, I'm gonna sit on this class today. I'm gonna be in classes from all morning into noon. All day. I'm just gonna do classes every single day. You know, so it could be positive things. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad things that's stealing your focus from doing actual real work. Any comments on that? Anybody been there?
Yes, that was me last year. But I can say what the good thing is now is I'm implementing everything slowly, and I had to go back to basics to really rebuild and not just act as a realtor, but a business owner. So it's a mind shift, building the foundation and then scaling up.
Yeah. Good. All right, guys, go to the next one here. So ask yourselves, are you making choices and decisions that line up with your goals and your why? Kind of along those same lines, what are the choices? What are the decisions that you're making? Like when you get off this call in the morning, every morning, when you wake up, you know, you have your morning routine, or we should have our morning routine. What are the choices, decisions that you're making? And do they line up with your goals and your big why? Everybody got a why, right? We talked about our why. You know, what's going to get us up and, you know, out of bed in the morning. We're entrepreneurs. We don't have to clock in. I see Natasha. Hey, you got something on that, Natasha?
You know, my big why is just leaving a legacy for my children, and not just for my children, but also my big why is being able to be a kingdom investor. So basically being able to sow into the kingdom and just scatter my seed. You know, that's a huge why for me.
Yeah. Good. Your choices and decisions, guys, are they lining up with your goals? If you set a goal for this quarter, how many homes you're going to sell, how many people you're going to help buy and sell real estate, are your daily choices and decisions lining up with that? Are they supporting your why? If it's not supporting your why, then guys, something's wrong. We need to get back on course. We need to change it. Anybody on that? Your choices and decisions lining up with your goals. Anybody gotten off track a little bit?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Latoya Boykin. I think I'm 3 months in now. My why for obtaining my real estate license, I am a school teacher. I've been teaching elementary for 14 years. So I've been helping the little people my entire adult life. And I wanted to figure out another way to help the community. I'm a helper. That's why I feel God put me on this earth to do, is to help people. And I wanted to figure out another way to help our community. And this time I figured out a way to help the big people, the adults. So I want to educate myself first, and so I can educate others on home ownership. I want to help families start their foundation with passing land and homes down to their children. I'm also a serial entrepreneur. I own a tutoring company, and I wanted my kids to see that you can do whatever it is you want to do. Everything as a little girl, I said I want to do myself a ballerina. I'm doing it. You know how when you're a kid, you're like, I want to be this, I want to be that. I wanted to be a nurse. I want to be a teacher. I want everything I've wanted to do. I've done it. My youngest was born 1 pound, 13 ounces. So he had to stay in NICU for 87 days. They let me be his nurse in the NICU for 87 days. So that's where I got my nursing fix. But the sky is the limit. That sounds cliche, but every decision, like your post say, that you make is yours. You can do it if you want to do it. You don't have to limit yourself to just doing one thing. You don't have to listen to people tell you that you're only good at one thing. I'm brand new to real estate. That's not my forte, but I'm learning every single day. And I bet you at the end of this, I'm going to be just as good at selling homes as I am in the classroom.
Ooh, love it.
Oh, nice.
Love that mindset.
Amen. I love that positivity.
Yeah, that's positive. That's the right mindset. Wow.
She hungry.
Thank
She
you,
hungry. I
Toya.
love it.
Thank you. That's awesome. So guys, what's the choices and decisions that you got to make to line up with that goals to bring your dreams, your why? Because it's good. Like, Latoya said a powerful word. A lot of times we say we have these great cliches, but what's the choices and decisions you're going to make to bring that why to pass? The hard choices of getting up and making those calls. Are you going to make those contacts? Are you going to talk to at least 10 people? If you're not having 10 conversations about real estate in this business, then it's just a hobby to you. I'm just going to be straight up. If you're not having conversations every day about real estate, if you're waiting on the phone to ring, it's just a nice thing. You got your license. Are you going to put in the work? Are you going to do the grind? Are you going to wake up and put some hustle? Are you going to get some hustle muscle about you and go out there and make it happen? Anybody on that? I just want to open up. Those choices, those decisions. Are you going to choose to dilly-dally, just kind of just do busy stuff throughout the day and not do the real tasks that it's going to take to get a new buyer, to get at the table for a listing, to give your listing presentation, to get that listing agreement signed? Are you going to do the hard work? Anybody?
Hey, what's going on? Well, the thing is, you got to have made up in your mind and be intentional about what you're doing. Because if you're just trying to do things on the fly, you're not going to be prepared. You're not going to be ready to do it, to go and sit down and do a listing appointment. You got to already have that mindset, as you're setting up, whether it's a buyer's appointment or listing appointment, of what you're going to do, the conversation that you're going to have. The thing is, the preparation comes way before you decide to do the action. Before you go to the listing appointment, before you sit down with buyers or sellers or whatever, it's preparation before that. So if you're just doing things on the fly, you're not going to be prepared. So guess what? It's going to hold you back and block you from going out to do what you want to do. But if you're preparing yourself and say, today I'm going to get a listing, I'm going to work with a buyer, whether you have one or not, you already need to have the mindset, already have your listing presentation already printed out, or whatever you have. If you print it out or on your laptop or whatever you have, already have the agreements done, already have your stuff ready to go when you either get the call or you get the appointment. That way you already prepared for it. Yeah, it's good to make calls. It's good to follow up, but be prepared for what's coming next. And a lot of times, if you're not prepared, guess what? You're going to hold yourself back, because if any other little thing come in your path, you're going to go to the path of least resistance. I got a call. I need to go handle this. I need to go handle that. But if you already got your mindset, you're already waiting to, already prepared to go do what you need to do. So that's what I try to do. I try to make sure that whether I got something going on or not, normally I do, but if I don't, I'm still preparing for what I'm about to go on for my next listing presentation, printing out the forms, get my package together, calling, expecting that I'm going to get ready to go on an appointment. And then already prepared in that mindset when I'm heading there, not just trying to scramble, because I've done in the past, right before appointment, trying to get things together, get stuff printed, get, things, and then you're kind of frantic, and then you're just trying to make it happen. No, you need to already be in the right mindset. You know what I mean? The thing is, just like in sports, you don't come out the day of the game ready to say, I'm going to win. You can't win like that. Preparation starts way before that, for the practice, like we do in church, the walkthrough. You got to walk through that even before you get to it. So when you sit down with somebody, even though that may be your first time sitting down in front of the person, no, you've already walked through your presentation, your listing presentation, how you're going to go through it. You walk through that CMA. So when you're sitting down in front of them, if they ask you a question, you're not stumped because you've already reviewed it yourself. Yeah, there may be some questions come here and there, but for the most part, you were pretty confident that, hey, I got it. Because I've already looked. It's not my first time looking at it when they're looking at it. You know what I mean? So preparation is very important.
Absolutely, Tim. Now, I was having this conversation with young man yesterday. You know, we gotta, and welcome all of our guests too on. Well, I'm sorry I didn't do that earlier. Welcome all of our guests. Thank you all for being with us today. But Tim, yeah, you nailed it, brother. You gotta be prepared, especially if you all who is just starting out, you haven't done your first deal yet. You want to be prepared. You want to know your buyer agreements. You want to know your listing agreements. You want to read them. You want to understand them. You don't want to have it to be the first time you got a client and now you're scrambling trying to figure out what do you need to do. Preparation, just like Tim said, you got to prepare before you get into the game. You can't just show up and try to figure out how to dribble a ball. You got to prepare beforehand. You know, I just recently, and that's at every level, guys. If you want to scale up, if you want to level up to that next level, what do you need to put in place? You got to do an examination. I figured out now, man, I need more lock boxes. If I'm talking about carrying 10 listings at all time, I need a couple of more lock boxes. I was looking the other day, I carried another one to a house owned yesterday. Actually, two. I put 2 new lock boxes on houses yesterday. And so I got about 6 lock boxes out there. I need more lock boxes if I'm talking about scaling. So I'm blocking my own self. If I don't have 10 lock boxes, I'm blocking myself. Does that make sense, y'all?
Right.
If I have 10 signs to put in yards, I'm subconsciously blocking myself. I need to have all of my stuff, my tools for the level that I want to scale up to. Good, guys. So choices, decisions, they got to line up. They got to be congruent with the goals. What are your choices, decisions, choice? I gotta show up every day. I gotta show up to work. When I get off these calls in the morning, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I need to be making contacts. I need to be sending videos, text messages, making calls, texting, calling for sale by owners, expireds, calling my past clients, sphere of influence. I need to be contacting, talking to people. I need to be giving out business cards. I can't go home unless I have 10 conversations today. I can't go to bed without having 10 conversations with somebody about real estate. Are y'all willing to do that? Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to do what it takes to be successful in this business? Anybody? Y'all come off mute, man. This is a conversation.
Yes.
And
Yes, sir.
I said, you know, Natasha, if I can come back to you now, if you're free, like, you know, you're 2 years in the business, you're capping and you're running for Icon. Guys, 82,000 agents in Exp Realty. You know, the Icons are the top 2 to 3% of the whole company. There's only a little over 2,000 Icons out of 82,000 people. We're top 2 to 3%. And at 2 years in the business, she already has a mindset. And Bryson too. Bryson and I have been talking. He's 1 year in the business and they're already thinking Icon. They're already running for Icon. They've capped and they're running for Icon. And I know both of them are going to hit it. Just because of their work ethic, their mindset is just ferocious. Natasha, are you able to come off mute? Are you still there? Okay.
Yeah, I am. I am a little bit. I'm down here trying to grab breakfast in the hotel.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay. No, I was just gonna say, you know, it is part of the mindset shift for me is really knowing that I can. It's not having. I struggle, and I still do struggle with the imposter syndrome sometimes, but it's really knowing that I can and I am designed for success. So I'm really focusing my efforts to ensure that I am accomplishing the success I know I'm designed for, because I don't ever want to fall short of what God had put on this earth for me to do and to have. And because it's not just me, but it's those that will come behind me that are looking at me to accomplish that success so that I can, so that they can do it as well.
That's awesome. Bryson, I know you 1 year in, man. What's your mindset like? You're out there assisting with a broker open on a $1.5 million listing a day. You've done $1 million deals already. 1 year in the business. What's your mindset? What does somebody need to hear today? What needs?
Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't give up. Go harder every single day. Find your why. The why is the most important thing. Someone asked me yesterday, I was talking to someone yesterday, and I told them, I came into real estate with no backup plan. I jumped into real estate with no safety net, other than a savings account and a wife that I can't thank more for all she's done to put up with me and help me through this journey. I asked her for 1 year when I first started. I asked her for 1 year. I said, give me 1 year and I promise that I'll have this business where it needs to be and we'll be successful. And I had to make good on that promise. So the day before my first year actually even having my real estate license in hand was the day that I capped. But
Wow.
you have to, it has to be a shift in your mindset. It has to be a mindset of a go-getter, a mindset of someone that's hungry, someone that's not going to take no for an answer. There will be a lot of no's in this business. There are a lot of no's in this business, but at the end of the day, a no means nothing if you're getting yeses from others. Even having the mindset of I don't have to sell you a house. I can sell your friends a house. I can sell your grandma a house. I can sell anybody a house.
Yes.
But
Yes.
so even for me, I actually met a gentleman at Starbucks on Monday or Tuesday, I'm sorry, and Wednesday. And at the end of the conversation, my suggestion to him was not to buy a house right now, but to get his life where he wanted his life to be, and then come back and let's work on it some more. But in the meantime, we're going to stay in contact. You have to make those hard decisions. You can't have, what do they call it, commission breath. You can't think about the dollars, but you got to think about the lives that you're changing. All those things I feel like have made me more successful in this business because I'm not looking only for the money. I'm going to make the money. We're going to make the money because if one person's not buying, another person is. You just have to find them. But being a true person, being a real individual, and down to earth with everything and everyone, because everyone's looking for something, and one thing they're not looking for is to be lied to or taken advantage of.
I love it, Bryson. That's powerful. I love what he said about commission, bro. Guys, you want to get to a point. I was having this conversation with my wife yesterday, and I was just kind of reflecting. I like to reflect a lot. I'm like, I told her, I really thank God. I talked two of my clients out of selling their houses. I talked them into holding on to that thing. Hold on to it. You ain't got to rent it right now. They were up all night tossing and turning. And like, if it's that hard of a decision for you, let's just hold on to it. Don't sell it. Let me know what you want. And, we can go either way. But being able to speak from the heart, not have to sway them because I need that commission, or I need the money, I'm struggling financially, but being able to do the right thing, to be able to be objective and say, man, hold on to that house. Let's rent it. Matter of fact, if you want to rent it yourself, go ahead and put it out there on military by owner. And that's what he did. This is my next door neighbor. I'm looking out the window at his house right now. I just helped him buy a big, huge house. We just closed on the house. But this house here got tons of equity in it, could sell it over 600, hold on to it. Let's see what happens in a year. Let's hold on to it. You ain't got to sell it, but having that kind of heart, that's again what we've been talking about, that servant heart where you don't have to lead with commission. You just doing the right thing, like Bryson said. So that's powerful, Bryson.
I love that. And that also that helps clients continue to have more trust in you when they know that you're not just trying to line your pocket, by selling them something. I've been doing that myself, with a client who is a year in a property or a year and a half now, and she keeps looking. And I'm like, what are you looking for? I told, let's not look right now. I told her if she wanted to go with me to look at some model homes to fulfill that need, I said, I'll take you on my model home looks and you can film my videos. And that's what we're going to do because she just wants to look. Wow. So it's all about, setting yourself aside and doing what's right and what's good. And that's where your blessing is going to come in. Because those people that see you doing all that stuff for them, they're going to tell somebody about it. And that somebody is going to say, well, let me check them out because that's what I need for me to move forward with buying or selling a house.
Powerful, powerful. Jason, I think you came
Yeah,
up.
I just want to add something just from a little bit different perspective. Bryson and Natasha have caused me to look at, and just seeing them, has inspired me, and seeing them, move so fast. Bryson had said, he came in without a safety net, and my initial why really was to build something to give to my kids, whenever they're ready to go out and do something, if they wish to. But I have a safety net. I'm retired. I'm retired from the Air Force. Have healthcare for life. Retired, soon to be retired from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I have 28 years and counting. I'm not hurting. And neither is my wife. My wife has been a school teacher for over 30 years. At a very prestigious school. We make good money. We're not hurting for anything.
Mhm.
We're blessed, and we've my initial why was really, when it came to real estate, was, get my license, basically like make the team, get my license, learn the business, and make the team. And I've done that. And that was my goal, and I've done it. But now I need to reset my goal. I've already achieved that goal, and I haven't thought forward. Okay, what's my next goal? And I see other folks that are just out there grinding and getting it done. And I just stop and say, "No, I've already reached my goal," and I'm thinking about learning the business. And my kids are relatively young. We started a little later in life, but and I think I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait until until they're graduating from high school to say, "Oh, I need to pick something up," or I retire from
Mhm.
for the full time. So, well, now I'm looking at investment properties. I want to buy some properties not only here but overseas. We're going to be going to Spain probably in June. So when we go over there, we're going to be looking at some things over there. But that's where we want to eventually end up. But in order to do that, I need to start picking some things up. So that in conjunction with the successes of other folks has really caused me to sit down and say, I need some more immediate goals
Mhm.
where I can pick the pace up, and that's what I'm doing now. But everything that everybody else has said, it just resonated with me. Like, yeah, I've already achieved the why that I have. I need
Mhm.
another.
Need another one. That's right.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, don't let Jason fool y'all. He's about to be licensed in multiple states as well.
Jason's a master recruiter too. He's building an awesome team too. Good, good. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah. Can I just say something real quick?
Mhm.
Can you guys hear me? I'm driving, so it might be a little bit
Yes, we
funny.
hear you.
Just to everything everybody is saying, I just want to go in a different direction about mindset. There's a popular saying that people perish because of a lack of vision, right? Your vision is tied into your mindset. Your mindset ought to be the main thing that drives you. And one of the things, the most important thing about mindset, like everybody's been saying, is life will happen. You're going to have the bumps. You're going to have those things that will slow you down. But if your mindset is already that of a winner, if your mindset is already that of, I'm going to accomplish and achieve, if you already have that mindset, it's like your true north. It's your compass. You have to have a true north. You have to have a set dial that no matter what happens, you always find your true north. And that's the thing that we've got to remember about mindset. You can never accomplish anything in life if you don't have a dream already. If you don't have a vision of where you're going to end up, you're going to end up somewhere. So you got to make a decision. We have to constantly make a decision to end up not just somewhere, but to end up at the place we envision. Jason says something, I got to set a new why. A lot of times that's what you got to do sometimes. Set up a new why. If you've accomplished a goal, if you don't, 100% of the time you're going to hit something. If you don't have a goal, you're going to hit something 100% of the time. If you
That's
don't set
right.
one. But if you set a goal, even if you hit it 80% of the time, you can say to yourself, I'm still going to continue, because your mindset is already tuned in and dialed to your true north. And you can continue to hit that every single time. So it's extremely important that we train our minds to do that. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. It's a terrible thing to waste because it's the minefield where anything and everything will come into and can easily derail you, distract you, cause you to, it doesn't matter, it will happen. So resolve that, settle that in your mind, that you're gonna have trials, tribulations, bumps in the road. But if you have a mindset of it is well, a mindset of I'll get there, a mindset of I'm going to accomplish what I say I will accomplish, you always will get there. So that's important, that we need to remind ourselves of that every single time. Mindset is key. We can never accomplish anything if you don't have a mindset of a winner or whatever it is that you want to get to. That's important.
Thank you, Jimmy. That's awesome.
I'm making that my Facebook quote.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful. Awesome. Guys, next slide here. Are you taking the advice you would give someone else in my own shoes? You know how we give advice, you can give advice to another agent, but are you taking the advice that you would give somebody else?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. Yes.
Take your own pill.
Take your own pill.
Take your own.
Look, and when you're not thinking about it, your accountability partner will make sure to remind you about it. Thank you, Linda.
You got to be able to take the advice, guys. All of us are, pros. If I was calling anybody, or you would call any agent on this team and say, ask for advice and what I need to do to take my business to the next level, what I need to do to get my first deal, man, everybody would be able to just like, boom, 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 boom. This is what you need to do. This is what you, but are you taking your own advice? Are you taking your own advice that you would give somebody else? Think about it, guys. You got to just do some reflective time. Would I take my own advice? If I'm going through a situation, if I'm in an issue, if you got a friend that's down and out, what's the advice that you would give them? If they were struggling, they were depressed and down, and they suffered loss, and they're going through a situation, what's the advice that you would give them? How would you speak to them to lift them up, to encourage them? How many of y'all know sometimes you got to speak to yourself? You got to start encouraging yourself. You got to start talking to yourself.
That's right. That's a song.
Go ahead and sing it, Tim.
I was going to work out and I'm coming
That's
back
been on my playlist all week.
What? How's it going? How's that song going?
Encourage yourself.
I was singing for y'all, but it's my morning voice on right now.
We'll back you up. We got you there.
Yes, I love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, but you got to encourage yourself, guys. You got to lift yourself up. You got to talk to yourself in the mirror. You can do this thing. Anybody else? What's your affirmation? Anybody do that? You driving down?
I'm an icon.
Yes,
I am an icon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single year. You gotta have that focus, man. You gotta speak to yourself.
Yes, you do.
Encourage
If you don't believe
yourself.
it, how do you expect somebody else to believe it?
Ooh.
Exactly.
You got to be your first believer.
Yeah.
That you can do all things. Through Christ.
If you don't believe it, you psych yourself out of it.
Yes.
If you don't believe it, your actions will never follow through with it. If you don't encourage yourself and convince yourself, ourselves is our biggest enemies, is our biggest detractors, because it's easy to convince yourself that, you know what, I got money in the bank, I don't need to go and do this.
Yeah.
It's easy to convince yourself that, you know what, I don't need that client. Who are you to talk to me like that? It's easy for you to convince yourself that I really don't need to do this. It really is very easy to convince yourself, especially when you have those hard days, or when you have a client that tells you, you know what, this market is crazy, I don't want to, or whatever it is, any excuse that can come, it's easy to convince yourself and say, we'll do this again tomorrow. I'm just going to take a couple of days off, and we know, I'll see how I feel. It's very easy. So you've got to be able to pick yourself up and think about just what, and that is so beautiful what you said. If another agent calls you and says to you, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to handle this, this is just not going great, and you are able to tell them what they should do, why can you not tell yourself what you need to do in every situation? Or why is it that you're not taking your own advice? That challenges come, but you've got to encourage yourself and say, I can go through this.
Yeah.
Ourselves can lie to ourselves and make us feel comfortable, make us go eat the ice cream. I'm talking about the emotional ice cream of, let me just feel good. The soul food of feel good, of patting yourself on the back. Even when you have successes, you can say to yourself, it's okay, I don't need it. So we've got to be very careful about those things, because it's not just about us. People and nations are depending on you.
Wow.
People and nations are depending on me. And we've got to be able to say that to ourselves, convince ourselves that today, while it's still called today, is a day that I need to take action. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow is not promised.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is not promised. Today is the only time you have. Because anything could happen at any moment. What will be your legacy? What would you leave behind? What will be your story? What will be written on your epitaph? We need to understand that today is only given to us now.
That's awesome.
Hey,
That's right.
just piggybacking off of what Jimmy said just now, our success is not just for us. There are people, generations that depending on your success, really, think back. If, you had people who just thought about themselves, we would not be out of slavery. If we had people just thought about themselves, we would not be where we are today. And therefore, it is the mindset of, this is not just about me. It is about everyone else that's going to follow after me and generations to come. The people whose lives we're going to change because we have accomplished the level of success that we have accomplished, and we've got to be focusing on that so that we can push past the difficult, because, in this last year, with me capping, I capped twice this year now, with my dad having a heart attack, my mom being in the hospital, being on the road. I looked back, I've been on the road every single weekend.
Yeah.
And, which is but, it's the things that we do while life is in the right parts of life that we have to attend to. We still keep focusing. And last year I didn't have that mindset. It would absolutely derail me. Things that would happen I would sit down and it would take me days to reset myself running in the business again. But this year I made up my mind, run through it. I'm on the way to the hospital still having real estate conversations.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the hospital with my laptop, in queue, asking them, hey, what's the Wi-Fi password here?
Wow.
Just run through it. I can't afford to stop. I just can't afford to. And like Bryson, I do not have a safety net. Literally, I can't go back to corporate America. I'm just not going to. I have to make this work. And I had told my husband, give me a year, and we've been limping by, but I have to really push it into full gear this year. So yeah.
Awesome. Wow. Guys, next question here, guys. Are you recalibrating? This is a question from last Friday. We was talking about, are you recalibrating? We were talking about recalibrating. Are you recalibrating to this market shift? It's official, guys. The market is shifting.
Right. It
If
is.
you were still wondering, if you thought it was just a rumor, the market is. I heard Tim said he had some price adjustments. I made 2 price reductions this week myself. Are we recalibrating our mindset, our conversations with our clients about this shift with the listings and with buyers, with these rates, increased interest rates? It impacts their qualification. It impacts their monthly payment and how much they can qualify for, and also what that payment is going to be and how much house they can afford now, what they're comfortable with. You gotta have these conversations. Anybody having those conversations? Your conversations are changing. Your listing presentations are
Absolutely.
changing. Anybody want to talk about that?
Yeah,
Pam,
I had to do a price reduction myself. My sellers are anxious and their words tired because we haven't gotten an offer yet. And so my conversation has been about days on market, not just for their home, but a home in their neighborhood, the homes in the area, generally what's happening, what they can expect when we do get an offer in terms of folks asking, for a seller subsidy. That's where we are right now.
Right.
So that's the conversation I'm having. They got weary and they said, well, let's place the house temporarily off market. And I said, you know what? I know it's been a minute, but we're at the sweet spot. We did it anyway. And the very next morning, I got a call for a buyer.
Yep.
So we gonna show the house on Saturday. And it's a very motivated buyer. So I'm claiming we gonna get that offer that they're waiting on.
Yep.
But it's taking time. So really just trying to remind them to stay positive, to be refreshed, and me, from my perspective, doing the things I need to do to keep them uplifted while we're waiting on.
Yeah.
Blessing.
Good, Pam. Thank you. And put it on the market, guys. That's always my conversation. I put it on the market. The market will always tell us what they're willing and able to pay for your home. The market will tell us. I'm going to make sure it looks amazing online because I'm going to hire professional photographers to come in as, that it's going to look amazing, high definition, HDR pictures and all. It's going to pop. It's going to look amazing if you do what I, say do to the house. So if they're not coming, it's price.
It's price.
We're not getting offers. It's always price. The market is telling us that we're priced too high.
That's right. And even in the market now, at one time when you put in an offer, you're reaching out to the agent to see, hey, how's my offer looking against the other ones? Now listing agents are calling saying, hey, your client showed my place. Are they thinking about putting in an offer? Now you got listing agents calling.
Hey, that was me this week.
Calling, trying to see, hey, you think about putting in an offer or something, because right now we're looking for buyers. We're looking for an offer, any offer. What I'm saying? Before it wasn't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's shifting, guys. Pricing. Yeah, you gotta price it right. It's gonna sit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? A few months made a difference.
Yeah.
Because a few months ago, I did a couple CMAs. I was like, oh yeah, we on the money.
Yeah.
3 months later, when they said, we're gonna wait another month, I said we need to go ahead and do it. And now waited. We're not the same spot we was 3 months ago.
Yep, that's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
That's it. Guys, I know we're getting down here to the end. I just want to end with this last slide, guys. I'm gonna be like that old Baptist preacher that always takes it back to Calvary and the cross at the end as I close.
At the end.
Come on, Pastor.
Hey, prospecting, guys. Prospecting. You got to be prospecting.
Yes.
It all goes back to prospecting. Lead follow-up. Appointments. Getting signed buyer and seller agreements, guys. This is what we did. This is how we win right here. This is how we win. I heard a preacher say one time, the basketball player got to get it in the hoop and the hockey player got to get it in the net. That's how they win.
We got to get it to the table.
We got to get it to the. This is what we do, guys. Prospecting, lead follow-up, appointments, sign seller agreements. This is your whole focus, guys. You got to prospect. There's no way around it, guys. You're trying to do everything except prospect. Have conversations about real estate. You're trying to do all this stuff, this fancy stuff. It's okay to market and brand, but you need some now business. You got to prospect. You got to have conversations.
That's right.
5 to 10 conversations a day at least, guys, at minimum, to hit your goals or more. When I'm in my icon mode, guys, I'm in beast mode. I'm talking to everybody that comes within 3 feet. We're talking real estate. So, all right, guys, that's it. Hey, thank you all so much. We'll see y'all next Friday. Dream Team, we'll see you all Monday. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a
Have a good one.
Thank you. Have a great weekend,
Okay,
everybody.
enjoy Panama,
I
Marcella.
am. Yes.
Woo!
Thank
Tell
you
the
so
Black
much.
EXP Network, the Dream Team is representing here. So to represent
Yes.
us.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
missing y'all this time.
Yeah, bring something back home.
I got you.
Awesome.
All right.
Bye,
You have a
guys.
blessed one.
God bless one.